So you create a relation and a trust with all the stakeholders, with the vendors.
Right now in Dubai, real estate is booming. What kind of failures have you seen related to procurement departments?
That was the mentality that time.
Okay.
It was
So
2011.
procurement was not having a good reputation at
Exactly.
that time.
From one nationality country,
Yes.
mostly. I step in multinational. That was a culture shock. AI. So the AI experience
Yes.
should be added first to the people.
Okay.
And then to the systems.
Like what all segments of procurement do you think might get replaced? Instead of people, it will be AI doing maybe in the 5 years timeline.
People who are now, you call them Gen Z and all
Yes.
of that, they have been spoiled by technology a little bit.
How was the impact of COVID on the construction as well as the procurement in general? Has your strategies changed post-COVID? Your dad comes from military background.
Yes.
And how do you deal with that kind of pressure and get the right vendor on board?
So there is always a room for learning.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bilna Sandeep Show, UAE's first construction and real estate podcast run by a woman in construction. My name is Bilna Sandeep. I am the host of your show. I'm a chartered surveyor and a civil engineer who now runs multiple businesses. I run Built Market Lab. We are a construction-focused marketing agency. I also lead a leadership role in Maven, which is a project management and course consulting company. Today's guest on the show is Mr. Ahmed Raafat, who is the head of procurement and supply chain at ARM Holding. I would love to welcome you on board on the show.
Hi, Belina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good.
It's I didn't do your intro properly because I don't think it will do justice if I do the intro, because there's a lot of areas that I really respect about you, how you have transitioned your career from starting at civil engineering, then to site engineering, then to the procurement side, and now you are heading a leadership role in ARM Holding. So maybe for our audience, would you like to introduce yourself on how your journey is?
Sure. Before we dive further, I would like to thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
And you have an amazing channel.
Thank you.
This platform really inspiring, and it's a very good gathering for leaders and for professionals to come and speak about themselves and about their journey as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and it's
you.
a privilege for us to host you here as well.
Yeah. For me, my name is Ahmed Raafat. I'm a civil engineer, graduated 2003.
Nice.
I started my career in UAE from 2004 almost. I started in civil engineering. I started in sites and projects. And I moved to different sections like tenders, like technical,
Nice.
project management. And then later I have standing in procurement, let us say.
Yes.
So
nice.
procurement and supply chain, it's almost my career since maybe 2008, 2009 till date.
So it's been like around more than 10 years in procurement itself, right?
Yes, it's almost 17 now. 17 in procurement.
17 in procurement and then the rest in the site engineering side.
Yes,
very
exactly.
Nice. So what made you move that shift from site engineering to procurement?
I remember, this is very nice topic. I remember my colleagues, we have graduated all of us together, and we came here to work in different sectors, consultants, developers, and contractors. I remember when I took a decision to do master degree in supply chain logistics, they told me, come on, Ahmed, are you moving from engineer to storekeeper? So that was the mentality that time.
Okay.
It was
so
2011.
procurement was not having a good reputation at that time.
Exactly. That's what I realized.
Okay.
and I had a different vision. I said, I have done a good engineering. It was a good foundation for me to understand the project cycle, project management from site works experience.
You have seen the practical side of it on the site.
Exactly. I've done a site, I was a site engineer, then a project engineer. And then later on, I moved to technical, in a technical office, and then to procurement. Here, I feel in procurement and supply chain, I can serve multiple projects at a time, more than being on a site on one project or two projects. And I can also influence not only the projects, I can influence cost, quality, risk.
Nice.
So it's a good experience. And if anyone in procurement or supply chain can realize it's a very big pool for learning.
Very nice. You get to be part of multiple projects at the
Yes,
same
multiple
time.
projects
Nice.
and new tasks every time.
There's a lot of
and
challenges,
something new from a challenge here or challenge there in time or in specification or in sourcing. So there is always a room for learning.
That's nice.
And that is the beauty about it.
So maybe for those people probably who are not into construction or somebody outside, for them, how would you define like procurement in a simple terms? What is exactly procurement, and what is your role as a procurement team in a project?
I can say procurement is a relationship. It's a very simple relationship, creating trust, creating good communication skills, negotiation skills. All those skills, I feel, it's even personal skills. It will help as well in your personal life, in day-to-day operations, day-to-day lifestyle, life cycle. It's helping on a personal skill. So I believe it's a career with a lifestyle as well. It will improve personal as well as the professional and business nature of the people.
Very nice. And what I really like about you is that you are also one person who like to mentor the younger generation who's coming into the industry. So maybe maybe in simple terms, if I am a civil engineer who just graduated now, what are the 5 things that I should do if I want to get into a procurement role, maybe a leadership procurement role like you in my career?
I think it could be learning basics of contracts.
Nice.
That's number 1. Number 2, technical skills, being aware of the technical, how the technical criteria, how the technical evaluation, and could be communication skills.
Very nice.
To learn about that. Yes. That is 3. I think maybe relations and the trust. So you create a relation and the trust with all the stakeholders, with the vendors. So it's kind also of relationship.
The vendor relationship management.
And the stakeholders as well. Because that will
both
save
sides.
Yeah, both sides, because that will save a lot of time and money and effort. And that's even better than any close, I can say.
Nice.
in solving a lot of problems, in expediting action, in collaborating and cooperation.
Yes.
That is a very good, important skills, could be learned and could learn for any stepping in or any new stepping into the procurement sector.
That's nice. And I also really like this fact about you, that you are someone who believes that never stop learning. So you keep learning and upgrading yourself. So maybe for somebody who wants to get into procurement, what are the courses you recommend, or is there, or some memberships, or how should that pathway be? Like, what are the things that you would recommend?
I would recommend, of course, SIPS. SIPS is one of the biggest, strongest modules and studies will qualify any person in procurement and supply.
That's nice.
They have a lot of stages, a lot of grades. They can learn from diploma to post-diploma to membership to fellowship. It's very strong. I believe also having some online courses on negotiations. There are a lot of platforms. Harvard platform is good as well. Negotiation mastery or strategic relationship or business understanding. All of those courses on Harvard Business Online, that's very good.
That's nice.
And then the normal awareness, which is very basics awareness, those are the APCIS or CPPM.
Nice.
Those institutions, they are giving just basics, but the top of them
But that will give you a good foundation to start
yes,
with, right?
Yes, that will give a basic knowledge.
Nice.
And then you can dive further, more, stronger with SIPS and with Harvard. That's a good one.
And so I myself, being a civil engineer, one thing that I faced when I went into the industry is there's a lot of theoretical knowledge we learn in the college, right? And when you go on the site, it's not always the theory we learn. There are a lot of challenges and new things. So maybe as somebody who's also learned in different courses and things, what is that one thing you think is the university is missing? What is that, especially from the procurement point of view, what is that they should be adding to their course modules to mold these civil engineers to come into a procurement kind of role?
I think they are lacking maybe teaching kind of soft skills. Soft skills should be really taught in the school, university or school. It's important to build up the personality of the students, and it will help them a lot in the life experience. Otherwise, they will go through ups and downs to learn it by themselves. That is
So
the
they'll
situation.
have to learn the hard way.
Yeah, they will learn it the hard way. At least we provide them basics of it, of that.
Okay, the right kind of communication.
Soft skills, communication could be there, negotiation could be there, kind of mentoring and coaching.
Nice.
To learn what is the difference between both of them, how to tackle them, how to manage colleagues and team.
Nice.
Yeah, so
how
that
to work together in a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That is important because everybody it doesn't have that skill. They get graduated, they start their career, and they work by their own. But the lifestyle, the life concept, and the work life is always based on collaboration and cooperation. Yeah, somebody will do some task, and then that task will end up here. Somebody else will take it from there, and to go to the next step. So it's a cycle. And you have to cope up with others and complete each other. That is the thing I think it's important. Maybe sometimes we have this group in the school and in the university, I remember, in projects, we have a group projects where we can understand that little bit. It's happening, but it's not like on a big scale. Just
we don't have that as a subject or a module.
Yes,
the
exactly. Because there is a science for that.
And the team structure and things like that.
Yeah, there is a science behind that.
Nice. I think one of the things which they do in the universities is they focus more on the technical skills, whereas the soft skills is mostly expected to learn on the go, right?
Exactly.
Did you have to face anything like that when you first came here to work? Did you have face any problem in terms of negotiation or communication skills or any of those areas?
When I step in here, I was shocked with the culture because there are a lot of cultures here, a lot of nationalities, and that was new for me.
Yes.
So I'm coming from one nationality country mostly, and then I step in multinationals.
Yes.
That was a culture shock.
Yeah, I think Dubai gives you that opportunity.
Exactly.
I think, right, to meet so many new
That's
people.
the beauty of the country.
And that's nice.
So it's a good experience. It's good exposure.
Yes.
But needs again to be prepared.
Yes. Nobody told you before coming
Nobody
to Dubai.
told me about it.
This is what you need
I was
to be
surprised.
prepared
I don't know. I thought I will come to UAE. I find UAE people. That's it.
But you found more people outside UAE than actual people. That's nice.
Exactly.
That's nice. I think that's the beauty of the country as well, that we have a lot of nationalities here, and there's a lot of tolerance here, and we learn a lot of new things when you are part of it. Now, I think I'll move on to a few more procurement-related industry questions. It's more of when it comes to procurement, I think you have done a lot of major projects, right? So in most of these big projects, one challenge is time.
Yeah.
Right? Like everything you wanted yesterday.
Exactly. That's always business users and business units always going in this way, mostly.
So how do you deal with that kind of pressure and get the right vendor on board? Time versus that. Do you get enough time to do the quality checks and evaluation? How do you manage that?
I believe the role of procurement not only for a cost cutting.
Yes.
It is a value creation.
Yes.
And it is as well a strategy partner. I can say that it is important because it's also saving or protecting reputation as much as protecting budget. So from that concept, then we need to bring in the procurement and supply chain into the stage of planning.
From the early stage
of planning.
So that you can also be prepared and give inputs for the project.
Exactly. From even feasibility study. From feasibility study, if they are engaged from that, they will be prepared, they will be alerted, they will do their R&D, they will be ready with let us say the checklist for the project. And they can even add value from their communication and experience and records.
Yes.
They can add value, they can create opportunities, they can propose solutions. It's part of their role as well.
Yes.
So this is the only way in order to be on the right time and be on the right track, I can say, with the procurement in any project, in any procurement cycle, in any tender. That is the best solution. Not happening all the times, but
but
we have to manage.
Ideally, that's
we have to manage. Yes.
Nice. So it's good that you brought the top word cost cutting, because a lot of times that's a lot of pressure on the procurement department to manage the
It's
cost
always.
of the project, right?
Yeah.
So how do you ensure the quality of the project versus the cost cutting problem existing in the company?
Exactly. It should be from the early stage of the shortlisting
Yes.
at the checklist at something called PQQ,
Yes.
where we do a pre-qualification for the participants, the tenderers. We have to not only a catalog. We shouldn't go
Yes.
for a catalog or
Yes.
shouldn't go for their
Brochure,
brochure.
yeah.
There are a lot of let us say evidence. Seek evidences.
Yes.
In order to seek evidences, we can go to their experience list, clientele list,
Their previous projects and
evaluated,
clients.
and a lot of criteria are there: the size of the project, the quality or the specification, the level, the luxury level of the project,
Yes.
duration of the project, how long did they take in executing it, start
Their
actual
previous history
and
of,
completion.
completion.
So you need to dig out in all the history and create top 10 projects. You can also visit the projects. You can also have references. You can later on ask for mock-ups, of course, when after award and all of that for early quality evaluation. We can ask for a mock-ups. So those are criteria where we should have it into consideration. We should evaluate it to guarantee, or not to guarantee, but to make sure that we are on the right track from quality perspective. And then we can evaluate the pricing.
I think that pre-qualification is a huge part of it, right?
It is.
So
is
that
very
when it comes to a
important.
project, you already have a pre-qualified list to choose from. So at least the background check and everything in terms of their quality is already done, right?
Exactly.
Also, when it comes to the, what do you say? Did you probably there's a tender valuation process, and at that time, the normal norm is to go with the lowest price tenders probably, or you probably get that pressure to go with the lowest. Have you had a situation where you had to say no to the lowest price tender and convince the team on no, that's not the right way to go ahead? How did you what is that situation like, and how did you have to deal with it?
Yes, sure. I had very few situations, and one of them was for supplying some finishing materials, and we had 3 shortlisted vendors.
Okay.
One local, one Far East international, one Europe international. And of course, the Europe one was the highest price.
Okay.
But on the other hand, we had a specification criteria. We had a manual for that for those products.
Yes.
And how the life cycle of it.
Yes.
How long will survive? How is the maintenance of the operation for that?
Yes. The operational cost as well.
The operation
Yes.
cost. On the basis of that evaluation, we found that on 5 years above, that highest price of today will be very feasible and will be the cheapest in 5 years.
Oh, nice. I think one mistake which we do at the time of tender evaluations always we look at the capex but not the opex part of the project, right? What is it going to cost us to maintain this property after the construction part?
Exactly.
So I think, do you advise that procurement professionals always look into that as well when it comes to evaluating the tenders?
That is a very important parameter, should be there, especially for the materials. Let us say about the service work and the subcontract works. Okay, we can evaluate the vendor and the quality of the vendor itself, but for a material wise, yes, OPEX is very important parameter in the evaluation of the tender to maintain a good, let us say, a feasible choice.
When it comes to procurement, other area I wanted to ask you was COVID time.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yes. So that was a time every business changed, or we had to pivot, either close down or pivot and go into a different direction, or a lot of changes, right? How was the impact of COVID on the construction as well as the procurement in general? And has your strategies changed post-COVID?
Yeah, a lot of things changed. The word even of procurement got to change it to supply chain.
Yes.
And it was easily understood here in this part of the world, because earlier supply chain was only related or limited to manufacturing industry, or let us be in any FMCG, all of that. No, it become now a broad point. It's very important. Not only procurement. I have procurement and I have contracts and I have logistics, and all of them serving together the bigger umbrella of the supply, regardless.
Under the supply chain.
Yeah, regardless to the sector, either construction, real estate, all the sectors.
Yes.
So I remember that I think resilience was very important topic.
Yes.
And it has changed a lot of mindset in our procurement and supply. Having also digitalization. Post the COVID, we have everything almost now got digitalized.
Yes.
Even our meetings now, we started accepting e-meetings. Earlier than COVID, before COVID, we couldn't.
In-person meetings before.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yes.
And you have to get a face-to-face meeting. You have to get a very big file of pre-qualification, physical one. I think that has expedited a lot being digitalized.
Oh, nice.
So with the resilience, I think as well, the risk management also. The risk management in procurement and supply has been taken care, let us say, and
So
has
now
been considered.
We are prepared more for such instances happening in the projects.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Did it lead to a lot of disputes, or did you have any such issues because of logistics or whatever reasons during this COVID?
Of course, we had a lot of challenges. I believe one of the good points of COVID that they have created a mindset of local supply.
Nice.
Before COVID, we mostly go for international
yes.
to guarantee. No, that created a demand that we have to have a local supply. Why we don't have either local supply in the country or in the region where you can achieve it very fast.
Faster procurement.
Faster than the other international overseas others. Okay. So that is a very good
perspective and outlook.
That was a very good impact on business.
Oh, that's it. So it probably helped the local businesses here, so that more projects are coming and like more and more people want to buy local.
Yes, exactly. And I believe a lot of manufacturers and factories have done a partnership with all international brands, which is in demand.
Oh, nice.
In the market here, let us say.
Yes.
And they have created a manufacturing units in the country and in the region.
That's
so Saudi, UAE, Oman, all of those have got new factories for international brands.
So it's like the production industry here has become better because it's a positive impact.
That's a positive impact.
That's nice. That's nice. You also mentioned about the digitalization side of it. So you started in procurement industry like 17 years back.
Yeah.
Right? At that time versus now, what are the changes you see in the procurement?
A lot of change. I remember we used to have to send inquiries through fax.
Yes.
And get a receipt of the fax and keep the receipt in the filing. That is not anymore.
No more. Yes.
Not anymore. Now digitalization, even digital transformation, where you digitalize all the process from S to P, sourcing to pay, all digitalized. That is already a mandatory now. It's part of even policy and procedure. Paperless. That is also...
That's a huge saving.
A huge saving.
In terms of environmental concern.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Because
and a time save.
Had thousands of paperwork.
Exactly. Exactly. And time saving as well.
Yes.
So everything comes on the phone, on the mobile, and you can approve it very quickly, very easily. You can verify what you want to verify.
Yes.
Even now reporting also we have now software doing
dashboards.
Exactly, dashboards. Dashboards are already helping in analytics. So I think even AI now starting up very quickly and very fast.
Nice.
From last year, I think, in the Middle East.
In the procurement also, has it started entering the procurement as well?
It is. It got started and it is automizing and helping for time saving and improving efficiency.
That's great.
So whatever is a routine or a tactical process or procedure, it can be handled by AI. So it will free minds and time of the professionals to focus on empathy, on emotional things which AI cannot do it, on negotiation, on a strategy.
Yes.
All those aspects will be now more focused by the professionals. But after the taking care and taking over by AI. But it will not replace the people.
This is a question I was going to ask, right? In the next 5 years, like what all segments of procurement do you think might get replaced? Instead of people, it will be AI doing, maybe in the 5 years timeline. What do you think?
No, I think in 5 years time, the automation or AI will be strong enough, can take over in compliance, in onboarding,
What about tender valuations?
Analytics, tender evaluation, not yet, because again, you need to have a human input.
Yes.
Because now the common practice nowadays for tender evaluation, you have a combined valuation between technical and commercial.
Yes.
So whatever percentage at which you score the company is accepting or strategizing. But again, you need to put the input of the technical criteria. Technical criteria
Yes.
cannot automate it 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and as well as the commercial. Some criteria is also in the negotiation. You need to have your human negotiation
Human
skills.
negotiation part to get
Exactly.
the other party agreed.
It cannot be automated. But yes, I can say contracts, contract
Yes.
review, contract drafting.
Yes.
It can be automated. Analytics, compliance, onboarding, all those parts can be
A
done.
lot of parts of that can become AI integrated.
Yes, and it will save time as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also see a lot of people are scared of AI. What's your take on that? Do you think it's going to replace the jobs of people? Like,
It's a common practice. I believe 5 years ago, maybe not 5, maybe more, from 2013, we started having digitalization. That was
Yes.
something new. How
Yes.
to implement ERBs.
Yes.
And we have different brands in the market, and we have Oracle, we have MS Dynamics, we have SAP, we have different brands, and everybody. So the employees are resisting
yes.
to implement it, thinking that it will replace them.
Yes.
Same. Everything new, human. That's human nature.
Yes.
Anything
We
new,
just- we
again,
need to
there will be
resist all the new things.
some resistance at the beginning.
Yes, yes.
But till you reach a level of clear understanding, you practice it. And also, I believe there are 3 P's always important in the procurement.
Okay.
Number 1 is the people.
Okay.
Number 2 is the process.
Yes.
Then number 3 is the platform.
Okay.
That is in the same arrangement.
Oh, nice.
Then that means that the people are important to manage.
True.
To let them feel and understand, to let them try, how to explain, how to convince them, how to show them, how to let them even participate in such decisions, in such improvement or implementation. I feel that will secure them.
Nice. I have seen this resistant and construction industry, especially like compared to other industries. Construction is slower to adapt these new technologies.
Yes.
It's very traditional because now I run a marketing agency for construction. So a lot of time when I speak to clients, they're like, no, we have never posted on social media. We have never done this, that resistance. Same is the case I see with AI also. Did you ever have to face any difficulty in any time? Because I know you're someone who thinks futuristic and you want to implement new technologies and new systems in your companies. Did you feel that kind of resistance happening, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Yes. I went through experience maybe a couple of times in 2 previous organizations where we had a resistance on digitalization from the team.
Okay.
The only way, I believe, is communication.
Yes.
Communication and, let us say, a pilot project, create a demo. Both of them together will convince the people how important is this tool to help them to be more efficient.
Make their life easier.
Exactly,
Right.
because they are overwhelmed and taking too much time,
Yes.
and they are overloaded. Such thing will free their time, will increase their productivity, and will decrease the working timing.
That's amazing.
That is the point.
That's nice. When it comes to procurement, there is like procurement department always has this thing, because you're the ones who are in touch with the vendors. Sometimes you might get blamed saying that, you shown favoritism and, things like that. How do you make sure your team handles this properly and the right contractor gets the award or the right vendor gets award? How is those kind of things dealt with?
Yes, we have a vendor relationship management.
Yes.
And that's part of the policy, and that's part of the plan. There is KPI for that.
Yes.
For each individual, for each professional, and how to introduce new vendors, how to pre-qualify them, and how to onboard them. And this criteria is already there on the system.
It's like a checklist you have to do.
Checklist, and also going for review, human review again.
Yes.
Not yet AI, not yet started yet. Yes,
Okay.
yes, but it is important because you have the criteria with weightage, with the scoring, which has been agreed and set it up.
Okay.
So we give equal chance to all the vendors. to participate.
Okay.
So all of them getting equal chance to get registered, to get onboarded
Okay.
with the organization, with us. I'm talking about especially ours now.
Yes.
And then they get equal chance to participate in each tender. It depends on their scale and their
Which
classification they got
scale and
it.
classification they have
Yes.
pre-qualified them
Yes,
for.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Nice,
So that will make a very equal chance to everyone.
opportunities
Yeah,
for
I don't think we will be in a favorite, either us or either the business units favoring anyone. But again, we are one goal. We are looking for the benefit of the project and the organization. So
That's nice.
will help achieving this.
That's great. Now, coming to your personal side, I remember you mentioned that your dad comes from military background.
Yes, yes.
You know, how has that impacted you as a person now? You know, like your life as a childhood and now.
It was a very interesting childhood. I do remember I was sometimes going with him at my summertime and experiencing his work. And then as a child, I play, I do shooting, I do horse riding, I do all of these activities. But I have seen how he's working, how he treats the people with him, how is he commanding them, how he's passionate about them, how is he caring about them, and then joining them in all the meals and all the activities later. So I think I learned few things indirect, like discipline, resilience, and maybe ethics as well. Yes.
That's nice.
So those are our three duty, I can say. So how to deal with team, how to lead them, how to work together with them, although you're leading them,
Yes.
but at the same time you're working with them.
Working together as a team.
It's not an instruction or instructive relationship. It is part of collaboration.
Nice. And that has impacted you as a leader now.
I think so. I think it's been built in unconsciously for me.
Yes.
And it comes by nature, where I am anti. I don't accept anything away or out of the discipline or out of the ethical situation.
You're always on time and, you know.
Yeah, I have that priority in my mind. Yeah, on time, ethical behavior, win-win situation, being straightforward.
Very
I
nice.
think this is a little bit, sometimes I've been told it's a little bit challenge for you.
Because you're too much disciplined.
Yes, yes. Sometimes it is challenging,
Nice.
but I feel happy on myself. I feel happy. I feel respected. People respect me. They value such let us say behavior.
That's
Yeah.
when it comes to today's generation, right? I don't see that element of discipline in a lot of them.
No.
Right? So, what is your advice to them? Because I see right now when we see all the leadership roles, most of them I've interviewed here, everybody I've seen discipline is something which is very common to a lot of these leadership roles. But today's generation, probably they don't know that importance yet, or they are in a different mindset. What is your advice on that? How important is punctuality, discipline, and all?
I think technology a little bit spoiled them. if you're talking about new generation and kids and all those people who are now, you call them Gen Z and all of that, they have been spoiled by technology a little bit. That is the other face of the technology. So it has always two faces, the good and bad. So I think it is responsibility of us. Either we are at work and we are receiving new internship people or new employees, new fresh graduates, or kids at home with parents. It's our responsibility to keep this in their mind and try to let them maintain the discipline, maintain the ethics, maintain all the principles which we have experienced in our childhood.
Nice.
It's important. It's important in addition to the technology, and don't let the technology all the time with them.
Yeah. Give them the balance of both.
Yeah, the balance of both. Otherwise, they are in unfair situation. They are in very high risk. I feel so.
Yes.
Because everything now for them is easy and available, and technology and everything. So we should take care of them. Part of as we feed them the food, the health, the sports. We need also to maintain their mental and soul principles. I feel so. And in any human being, I feel there are three people in yourself.
Yes.
You have the mind,
Yes.
the heart, and the soul.
Yes.
So every one of those has something to encourage and something to affect, and we have to make a balance between the heart, the mind, and the soul, and maintain this with them as well.
That's amazing. Right now in Dubai, real estate is booming, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of pressure also for the developers because there's a lot of projects happening. So what do most procurement failures occur because of that tight, the timelines and things like that? What kind of failures have you seen related to procurement departments, general, not just in your company, in general in the industry?
In general, I found a few cases where it was a poor planning was there, or late engagement of procurement, and of course late
They
engagement.
were given the last minute.
Yes, that is the problem always.
Yes.
I say that the late engagement is the early failure.
Okay.
That is very simple, very easy equation.
It's a recipe for failure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So those are the challenges which I have seen in few projects, a few companies, and few peers. They have gone through that experience. That's why I do always encourage the planning, procurement planning, and the early engagement. It's very important for any successful journey.
So if somebody is a developer, the first thing right from the beginning, they should engage the procurement department.
Yes.
Also as part of planning right from the feasibility onwards for the project.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. Now, what should as a procurement professional, right? What are the major skills they should have as a procurement professional? And mainly on the soft skills side, what all should I focus on developing?
I feel negotiation skills, communication skills, building relationship with the stakeholders and vendors.
Nice.
Trust is very important.
Nice.
I think being fair and straightforward.
Nice.
This is a very main tool to gain trust.
Nice.
With any partner. It depends, a stakeholder, internal or external. So that will soften a lot of problems and it will solve it, and it will overcome a lot of issues.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you're also one person who mentors a lot of youngsters in the industry, right? In procurement, even probably your own team also. You have your own team.
Yeah.
So how do you identify early talents? When you have a team of 10 people. How do you know this person is right to be promoted next? Who can be the next leader? How do you identify that?
I think from experience, I
Nice.
think working with them and going through different situations with them, it's a very good point and opportunity to know each other. Knowing each other is very important. Understanding the background, the culture. It takes time. It's not easy to understand and to block the person,
Yes,
Everybody has his own
their own
blockage
time,
and own barriers. So it's not easy. But you can break this and create it through team buildings events, through a gathering, different gatherings, either official gatherings or non-official gatherings as well.
Nice.
Then you create, you remove the barriers and
no more
create
friction there,
yes,
right?
no more friction, and then you can feel the person on his nature. That is a main point.
Okay.
And then everybody has his own pluses and minuses, positive and negatives. Then you focus on the positive things and increase it and improve it. I think that's important. And I have few of my colleagues in the team. They have an appearance skill set.
Okay.
Yeah, so we utilize that in front paging and in fronting us in communicating with the vendors, so they know how to communicate. They attract the vendors, they attract the stakeholders. So we utilize that in our journey.
And that's nice.
And that's and similar to anybody else. Somebody else is more in technical, then we can have him and less confidence in personality. We work on that to improve the personality, but in the meantime, we can keep him or her into the technical, into the background field.
Oh, nice.
And that's it. Yeah.
So you identify each one's what is their unique talent, and you give them the task according to their.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. We utilize it even for the group and benefit of the group, benefit of the department, benefit of the team, and then that's where we complete each other. Exactly.
And I remember once when we were speaking, you also mentioned you network not just with your industry. You also go outside. You meet a lot of people outside your construction and procurement industry. So, what is that experience like?
I have mostly a weekly routine. I go to the gym or I go
Yes.
play football with my neighbors and all, or sometimes with my colleagues here and
Nice.
there. And then you come, you get to be introduced to other people from FMCG, from retail, and you learn new experiences. You learn new information.
Nice.
Even people on the airplane. I'm a little bit talkative person.
You learn what do you do, and
I opened discussions here and there. I met some guys, different nationalities.
Okay.
So we open discussions. We speak about work experience, life experience in UAE. How is it a country? How's the vision of the leaders here?
Nice,
How the country is creating their image. I always tell them, UAE is not waiting for the future; it's building it.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's
That is the difference.
well-planned, right?
That is the difference here.
Nice.
And a lot agreeing with me. A lot they are saying yes, we miss our home like that. So we go through stories and go through experience.
nice.
I learn from the conversations. I learn from those stories a lot of not only business information but also human skills.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And has it also led to business as well through these kind of external networks? Like maybe you find, okay, there is this industry, like a construction software, probably, these kind of things.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
like-
It helped a lot. I met somebody in the airplane, I remember, and he was totally from IT, from software.
Okay.
He was an Indian guy. He graduated from India. He was working in US.
nice.
And then he shifted recently in UAE, and he was
Okay.
traveling with me. Then I understand I came to know a few softwares 3-5 years ago. They aren't yet in the country,
Okay.
and it's been used a lot in US.
Okay.
And they are very helpful they are not utilized yet into construction and real estate and development, but they have utilized them into FMCG and market and fashion.
Okay.
And it was a very good idea. I used that software. I introduced it later to my IT team. We have gone through it. We have done some demos, and we found it very good. We utilize it into one part of our process in the organization.
That's amazing. So that's how you find new ideas and technology which you can pull into the industry,
Exactly.
right? From
Yeah,
outside.
exactly.
That's nice. And also now one topic which we didn't touch upon is the sustainability, which again you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Right. So again, what are your thoughts on sustainability in construction? Like, more into your own field, procurement in construction. How
Yeah,
is it being
I can say that
implemented?
sustainability few years ago, it wasn't that much serious, and it was a bit costly, and it wasn't
Yes.
into this execution. I can say 3-4 years ago now, recently, it became a mandatory.
Yes.
The vision of the country already put a principle for that
Yes.
for ESG, and to have a 2030 plan and 2033. It become now more useful. It become now more cost balancing. So there is a balance between the value and the time and the cost, not like before.
Yes.
I think technology has been improved a lot to reduce the cost than
Okay.
earlier.
Okay.
8-10 years ago, it was really costly. There was
Yes.
a cost impact around 20 to 33%
Yes.
to utilize such sustainability regulations.
Yes.
Now, I don't think it's maybe between
Become
five
much better.
5 to 7 maximum, with advance of time and advance of certification.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and of course, we talk about our environment. We talk now about our climate.
Yes.
So it's our life and our children's life.
Yes.
We should take care of it.
It's our responsibility more than the mandatory part of it. It's also a responsibility that we need to take.
Exactly.
That's nice. So, have you also seen, particularly other than the procurement you do, like in terms of the processes which you do inside as a company, how much has it changed, in terms of sustainability? How has it impacted? Like, I know one is the digitalization you mentioned. Like, what other things have you
Apart
seen
from
happen?
digitalization, I believe now the way or the nature of the projects going into sustainable projects. So we can see nowadays in Dubai, especially the last 3 years, a lot of greenery projects.
Yes.
They understand that how much the impact of the green areas in reducing the temperature of that community.
Yes.
And it comes between 3 to 5 degrees, which is very, very good impact.
That's a huge impact.
That's a
right?
huge impact in the weather here.
Yes.
We're talking about saving energy and saving water, how the accessories and sanitary wear and light fittings have been improved now in technology to be amended always in the specification of any project and has been specified clearly to have an efficient products. So that is a lot of improvement have been done and it's been utilized and it become mandatory, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even I have a colleague who's working in the energy ministry and they are taking care of that. I attended few seminars with him and he told me always the sustainability and the environment taking is starting from home.
Yes.
Starting from parents, starting from kids, starting from us as individuals.
Yes.
How we do waste management in our home. If we do it properly, ours and our kids will learn, then
They will
everybody
see
else
and
will
learn,
do. Exactly.
right? More than we teaching them when they see us action it.
Yeah. So he alerted me. It was a very good point. I said, "Oh yes, you're right." And then I learned from him this. I start doing with my kids.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I think that's a very important point because no matter how much we implement big changes in the projects, these small things can create a huge impact when they grow up as kids. Their overall vision changes based on.
Especially, it's a very long process and it needs time to be implemented. Yes. When you start something small but keep it and maintain it small, it will create a habit and consistency, and it will have an impact.
That's nice. Now there are a lot of tech platforms that's coming up these days, right? For in procurement as well.
Yeah.
So is it really worth the hype, or are they just overrated? What do you think about that?
I think it become a very good competition market now. Earlier, it was only 3-4 softwares and controlling the market, and there is they are leveraging themselves rather than the market needs. Now I am aware of more than 20 softwares.
Oh, nice.
Are available now in the market in Dubai and UAE.
In
terms of procurement process, full process. Nice. And they are very competition and and they are competing to get improved and to get some criteria and features above the other one.
Okay.
And get some advantage here more than there.
Okay.
And it's beneficial for us as a users.
Yes.
It gives us
improving every day
and gives us flexibility, gives us compliance with our different processes, and of course reducing pricing.
Yes, because it's competitive. That
competition is healthy.
The best price.
Yeah, competition is healthy now.
Okay, that's nice. And so, is there any particular tools that you think are the right fit for the procurement industry, or maybe the tools which you are using? Is there some functionality you wish they add to it?
I wish they should add the AI. So the AI experience should be added first to the people.
Okay.
And then to the systems.
Okay, so first teach the people.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I remember, of course, Sheikh Mohammed has announced that ChatGPT will be free in the country. They introduced a few initiatives in the country, even in the ministry, to utilize that one. Accordingly, our CEO also has advised us earlier this year that we need to improve AI skills to the employees. Please start up for me looking for training courses and implement it. That is really amazing. It's really insightful and very good initiatives. We are now working on this to create a training sessions for people, for the employees to start learning AI. There is two parts. There is one AI, generic AI, and then there is a functional AI. For each department will get a little bit information about it.
Particularly related to their day-to-day job.
Exactly. Okay. So I think this is the way we will convince them. They will feel the value of it. Then we can improve it and implement it in our platforms. Technology. Then it will be easy that time.
Yeah, because otherwise, until they know how to use it, there's no point of implementing it.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Much we take care. Pre-qualification done, all the procedure done, but yet there are some unfortunate situations in which probably the vendor is not able to deliver.
Tell me about it. It's happening.
Yes. So how do you deal with such situation? Do you want to give, because there will be a lot of procurement professionals listening to us right now.
True.
And they might have also gone through. So maybe if you can give how different ways you solved it, maybe they can implement the same in theirs as well.
Yes. I believe we shouldn't give up as a procurement professionals once the award has been done. We
Yes.
should be closer to the business unit, closer to the vendor
Yes.
while they are executing the order, and we should follow up from time to time, or have
Okay.
a periodic or meetings from time to time to understand
Their progress.
their progress. Any challenges could be there.
Okay.
We could tackle that through meetings, monthly meeting or weekly meetings.
Okay.
We could have a phone call at least if we
that
don't
you
have
can
that much time.
anticipate what's coming
Yeah,
up,
I
yeah?
need to be practical.
Yes.
So every procurement professional who has done that award, and we know that award or that contract is important, we can
Yes.
have a phone call on weekly basis to adjust. So early information will help us to be proactive and take an
Okay.
action. I don't think any failure can happen all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It will take time.
Builds up and fails.
Exactly.
Yes.
It will take a transition. It will start with symptoms. Symptoms will increase, will decrease.
Yes.
It depends on the treatment.
Yes.
And then failure will come.
Yes, yes.
Slowly. So in that time, we could have save time and we could interfere, find different solutions. And all those solutions are there.
Okay.
We can help them with support from external vendor, or we bring them extra subcontractors or extra
yes.
suppliers.
Yeah.
We can change and little bit maneuver on the specification, the material,
Yes.
find alternatives. If there is a risk on a time
option.
frame,
Okay.
on a time frame, there is a delay in approval, and now, as on today, it's impossible to be implemented. We can find an
Yes.
alternative solution or material. There are a lot of solutions could be helped. A smart procurement is more important than poor procurement. I believe
Yes.
so. So we can find smart solutions always.
It also depends on the procurement person in charge who has that vision,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
Yeah. And this is the way I also communicate with my team. We shouldn't stop our journey by just making the award. We should be there, because at the end it will come back to us.
Yes. you
So
have to
better
make sure
being
it's-
proactive than being reactive.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it's always that proper follow-ups and making sure the progress is happening on time.
Yeah.
And in case once if it's failed, right? Like some cases, no matter what, like one common thing which I see is a lot of vendors have cash flow problems.
Yes.
Right? Like you might be paying them on time, but they might be stuck on their other projects as well.
Exactly.
And then sometimes they fail, or they use this money somewhere else or whatever. So such situations, like what is your general take on the industry itself? Because I've seen a lot of vendors fail, close down, shut down because of the cash flow problems that trickles down from top. So
Yeah.
what is your take on that?
I think it's happening, and I have seen it in few projects. In this situation, because that is happening, all of a sudden,
Yes.
kind of.
Yes.
Then we step in, and then we do renegotiation. We do new or alternative vendor onboarding. We create a mitigation plan.
Okay.
Mitigation plan will be into phases. Could be I can run this phase for that time frame. Of course, will be a time delay,
Yes.
because you are amending or extending the process now, creating again another process and trying to put it in the project timeline.
Yes.
So it will be a delay into the time, but of course it will bring back a value again. So stepping in with renegotiation, with recontract terms and conditions, with let us say a new vendor onboarding, that solve the problem.
yes.
Yeah, that solve the problem, and then we exit the old one, and we run
Move on
and
to the new one and
run with the new one. Yeah, yeah.
And what do you also think about? There are different procurement routes, like traditional procurement, design and build. Which situations you recommend each of those different types of procurement?
It depends from situation to situation. And, I can say in generic, design and build is accelerating delivery, but it could compromise quality if it's unchecked.
If it's so, how do you, as a procurement professional, how do you make sure? What kind of checks do you implement in those projects?
We can decide that from the early stage of the project,
Okay.
and along with the business unit and business
Yes.
users, stakeholders. What is their timeline? What is their commitments? How can we help them into achieving this milestone or commitment? They have done it. And then we select it from there. If we go design and build, okay, we will gain some time, but there are some precautions we should take care of it.
Okay.
Into clear specification, because it's a high risk on the client at the end.
Yes.
Design and build. It could end up by poor quality, by missing some responsibility, role and responsibility, by some gaps into the execution. So we have to take care. We have a checklist for design and build. We have a checklist for traditional, and we should follow it up.
It's more about following the process which you have already set so that the checklists are implemented.
Exactly. Again, it's a teamwork between the stakeholder and the procurement team.
Procurement team.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Now to wind up the session, is there any particular advice that you want to give to procurement professionals or the ones who want to get into procurement? Like, what are things they need to focus on right now in the current industrial situations?
I feel they should focus on a technical skill set. That is most important. It will strengthen their core very well, and then they increase it later on to the muscles. So the arm muscles, the leg muscles, they can work it. But the core is important, and then you can work out on the other muscles later. So you can take the steps of the contract basics, basics of the contracts. You can take steps of the negotiation, other skill sets. Other learning, you should have a shadow of a senior buyer.
Okay.
You should have a mentor also. Because when you have somebody and you're looking to somebody and you are trying to learn, that will expedite time.
Yes. So that
on your career and on your personal life
can become shorter, that journey.
Exactly.
You can faster get into
exactly. You can improve very fast. You can
find a mentor.
Have a career growth faster as well.
That's nice. Thank you so much for this amazing show with us, and I've learned a lot from the procurement side. Thank you so much, Ahmed Raafat.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy that I was here with you, and you have a very conversational, very smooth conversation you're running, and it's a very nice gift to you. And I was very happy and enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And to all our listeners here, thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions or if you want to connect with Mr. Ahmed Raafat, we will leave his LinkedIn profile link also in the description so you can connect with him directly. Thank you so much.